case of Josef Fritzl is one of the most chilling and horrific examples of human cruelty in modern history. Here's a detailed overview of the events, the perpetrator, and the aftermath. Josef Fritzl, born 1935, was an Austrian man who, for decades, maintained a facade of normalcy while committing unimaginable atrocities. He was a convicted sex offender with a history of abuse, including locking his own mother in an attic for 20 years until her death and assaulting a nurse at knife point. Fritzl fathered 7 children with his wife, Rosemary, and ruled his household as a tyrant, controlling his wife and punishing his children for minor infractions. In 1984, when Elisabeth Fritzl was 18, her father lured her into the cellar of their home under the pretense of needing help with a door. He drugged her with a cloth soaked in ether, handcuffed her, and locked her in a secret dungeon he had been constructing for years. 9. Fritzl had obtained permission to build the cellar complex in the 1970s, disguising it as a fallout shelter during a time when nuclear bunkers were common due to Cold War tensions. The dungeon was a maze of secret doors, some weighing over 1,000 pounds and requiring a special key or password to open. Fritzl, an electrical engineer, wired the entire space with lights, power, and ventilation, and even soundproofed it to prevent any sounds of abuse from escaping. Elisabeth was chained to a bed, subjected to constant rape, torture, and psychological abuse. Over 24 years, she gave birth to 7 children in these horrific conditions. 3 children remained in the dungeon with Elisabeth. 1 infant died days after birth and was cremated by Fritzl. The others were raised in hiding. 9. 4 children were taken upstairs and raised by Fritzl and Rosemary. These children were presented as foundlings left on the family's doorstep, a ruse that fooled authorities for years. 1 child was abandoned and later adopted by Fritzl and Rosemary. This included Lisa, Monica, and Alexander, who had no idea they were the products of incest. In 2008, Elisabeth's eldest daughter, Kerstin, fell critically ill. Elisabeth begged Fritzl to seek medical help, leading to the exposure of the secret dungeon. When police investigated, Fritzl's lies collapsed, and Elisabeth finally revealed the truth, leading to his arrest. Fritzl was charged with incest, rape, false imprisonment, enslavement, and negligent homicide for the infant who died. He was sentenced to life imprisonment in 2009, with no possibility of parole for at least 15 years. Despite his claims of being an addiction victim, his calculated cruelty left no doubt of his depravity.